Friends, I wanted to make a brief video talking about, well, this particular answer of Darren Gettys to the gentleman who was on panel. The question is whether or not he thinks the RCMP is going to be able to move forward based upon the information that he is talking about. And in my opinion, this is for future use, but this is Darren Gettys admitting to a federal crime. Withholding information from the RCMP, talking about him not giving them any of the sources of his information. Well, what good is the information then, son? If you're coming to him with a bunch of claims and nonsense like you came to the internet, how serious do you think they're going to take you if you can't prove what it is that you're saying? You want them to do the follow-up? I guess they have to check it out, but still, when you go out of your way to tell everybody that you have all of this information that you're not handing over to the RCMP, and you know that the kids are alive, 1,000% ironclad, it looks really bad, Darren. What's the point of you coming out? What's the point of you even saying anything? It's to protect what's left of the reputation of both sides of the family, because we see the writing on the wall. Those kids probably got into something and they passed. You came and found them and then disposed of the corpses at some point. Let's listen.
On this, with this information, if they get it from somebody, will they be able to move forward and at least tell the general public, listen, we know where the kids are. We won't be saying anything more. We know the kids are safe, and go from there. Do you think that will happen?
I definitely think that'll happen.
Okay.
That'll happen. I'm not very good to the RCMP, am I? As far as I'm concerned, they're stupid and they're slow, but they'll get there. Now they'll get there. And one thing about it is, I'm not going to give them any of the information I know, because I had to make a trade today. I had to make a trade today for the information I got, and the trade for the information was I never reveal what was given to me this afternoon. So I might be in some shit here.
So think about that. You've got all this information that's relevant to missing children, but you're never ever going to share it. You had to make a trade today. You're not even going to give the RCMP any of the information. So what good is anything that you've said thus far, Darren Gettys? Answer: absolutely nothing. You're good for nothing. Your statements are nothing but an attempt to, hypnotize a greater audience into thinking that these children are in a safe and happy place right now, as opposed to dead and in the ground and buried at the hands of your excavator.
But oh well, too bad. I've been in shit before, I'll be in shit again.
Facebook.
Listen,
Yeah, go ahead, Darren.
I'm just so relieved. I believe for myself, I'm just so... Man, I found this pretty rugged the last month. I've had to deal with some pretty nasty people. And when I was younger, I could be pretty nasty. So it wasn't new to me, but it wasn't welcome to me. I'm too old, and I'm kind of a chicken nowadays. I like to steer away from stuff.
Now, you do realize that the information that you just said is going to be like such a pot stir, because obviously we're going to have this case being still not saying anything from the RCMP. There's no conclusion besides you saying that you know 100% clad that this is true. But so you know that you just stirred the pot a lot more, yeah?
Well, he didn't say anything. He claimed to know a bunch of information, claimed to have and feel that this was so right on the money, 1,000%, but he's not going to share any of the information because he had to make a trade today, remember? Like, what is it you're expressing, Darren? What is it you're saying? You're leading people on with hopium, and it's disgusting. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself, Gettys. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Peace.